Hey everyone, Susie here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, we're going into Gear Dungeon 1, and I'm showcasing my team for Stage 10. Alright, yes, this is a long time coming. I have a laundry list of things I need to get finished, and this is just one of those many things. And it's hard. Like, I was surprised at the difficulty. I thought with all the OP heroes I have, they're awake in 5, I got the lords, it's gonna be a breeze, but it is hard, and the timings are so crucial, and being able to really handle the top with like a Thalin or Velk is really crucial as well. So my team was this, and it's not a light one at that. King Hars and Brokir are not super awakened. Only awakened 1 on Brokir, but awakened 0 on King Hars. Same thing with Venema. She's only awakened 1, and I only used her at the very end. Velk is awakened 5. Gwendolyn is awakened 0. Artemis awakened 1. And Elowen awakened 5. Comet awakened 5. And I did not use Laurel for this strategy at all. I mean, technically, the very end, I guess I threw her in there just to help Comet come to his ultimate faster, but I don't even think I don't remember if I even popped it, honestly. But I'm boosting with Dolores. So I'm going to do the run and show you what I did, and then I'm going to come back and show you my teams. So this, again, is not like a super free-to-play friendly whatever showcase. It shouldn't be. It's stage 10. I'm actually really glad that stage 10 was so difficult. It should be hard. You should need hard hitting champions, good gear, high-end stuff. I don't think there's anything wrong with that for the hardest stage of certain content. So I'm glad it was challenging, and I'm also glad I finally got the motivation to finish it. But all right, let's go into the run now. All right, at this point, I had spent about 3 hours working on this, and I finally got the right rhythm down and the right combination of heroes to play with. So here we go. The first thing is going to be placing Comet for me. And then Elowen is in an invigoration set, so she will boost him and be ready to heal. And then I'm going to place a tank because Volka's going to keep throwing whatever it is at us and it hits hard. Then I place Artemis. So you see everyone's ready. No ultimates used quite yet. First thing I'll do when I can now is place, well, not first, place King Hars. And then as soon as these guys get close, we're going to pop Artemis, then we're going to pop Comet, and pop all the ultimates for all the people at the bottom here, so we stay alive. And then we place Velk at the top. Then we're going to boost her with Dolores, and wait. We're going to place Gwendolyn first, and then use Gwendolyn's ultimate before we use Velk's ultimate, because Velk will do more damage when she has a shield. So shield, Dolores, Velk, pop. Look at those nice big hits. 257,000, 268,000, 279,000, 296,000. Yeah, fun stuff right there. But don't forget about the bottom. Same thing, keeping an eye on what's happening down there. It's the same rotation. Just kind of as soon as those ultimates are ready on the bottom, you're probably going to be using them as long as you have enemies that are coming at you. But I was able to keep this at 2 times speed and just do the same rotation again. So as soon at the top, when the enemies came out of the top, as soon as I could, I was able to pop Gwendolyn, Dolores, and Valkyra again. And we did lots of damage. And then at the bottom, same thing. As soon as I can, do Artemis and Comet. When we have a mob down there, I'm doing that. And if there's a bunch of mobs, see, I just wasted popping King Hars and Brokir a little bit early at the bottom. Now, I was debating about pulling out Dolores and putting Elowen in, but I was like, you know what? Nope, we're going to kill them. It's fine. I'm just going to leave her for another round. So see, look at the bottom. It's getting kind of crazy, but boom, boom. Soon enough, Artemis and Comet was ready. And then I'm just always using the tank's ultimates as well, and Elowen to heal whenever there are a bunch of mobs down there. So at the top, we have our mobs. So I popped Gwendolyn's ultimate to give Velk a shield. We popped Dolores to boost, but I realized my Velk wasn't quite ready, so I was a little delayed there, but it's okay. I popped Velk as soon as I could. And then at the bottom, I pulled out King Hars because we no longer need him, and I want to have that extra spot to be able to put in someone else. So I actually put up Venema at the top with shit gear just to help kill off these guys at the top a little bit. No problem, and job done. I didn't even need to swap out Laurel with like Dolores or someone, which I thought I was going to do, which is what I did the first time I almost beat it. Now at the bottom, we're only left with just one dude just chilling here, doesn't want to die. And then I just kind of did as much as I could to be ready. I threw in Laurel to boost so that Comet's ultimate would be ready sooner rather than later, but I didn't even need to worry about coming back to it, of course. With everyone just hitting the one person, we were able to kill him either way. So I didn't even need to use Laurel last minute. There was really no point. But my biggest struggle was originally at the very top, the two dudes at the end would always be left. So it was really just getting the timing with Valkyra, using Velk with Gwendolyn's shields and Dolores every time we had a new set of mobs, and that was enough. And if you had trouble, you could have swapped in Laurel to boost and then taken out Dolores once you already had some, like, a little bit of damage done, but then you're not getting the good damage, so can't win either way there. But it's finally complete. All right, so the heroes, let's go look at some gear. Let's actually, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter where we start. King Hars is in a Tempered Will set. I realized, oh shoot, didn't I have, that's Hell's Limit. I could have sworn I had an interesting piece of gear for them, but maybe it never rolled well. Anyway, so he's just in this random gear, defense, mostly in HP. Decent because Tempered Will helps for great for survivability, but I definitely used his ultimates and stuff. I forgot to level up his final skill, but that really wasn't important here. And his artifact is, of course, a Bastion Ring to block as many as possible. He has no awakenings. The other Northerner I used here would be Gwendolyn. She was a healer. She was using the Euphoric Orb artifact. Her skills were maxed and her gear was HP-based invigoration. Kind of as expected. Nothing crazy for her stats, but all HP percentage focused. Then we would, I don't know, Brokir was another main tank. I used 2 tanks, of course, and he is in some okay stats here. Lots of HP, crazy HP, 94,000 HP, 8,600 defense, but by no means fancy gear. You're looking at like no ancient gear over here. I haven't changed that gear in forever. Oh god, it's terrible. Look how terrible this is. And he does just fine. So he is fully skilled with just 1 awakening, which is super helpful, and he has a Bastion Ring as well. I do have his exclusive artifact, but only like 1 copy, so I used a Bastion Ring instead. Alright, then, down at the bottom, we had Artemis being our anti-heal. He's in King Wisdom just to get the extra, I guess, oh wait, no, I don't have a real, meh. I probably could have switched him to Golden Scarab at this point, but you know what? It's fine. It still worked. Just trying to get as much attack as possible. And this Keen Wisdom was what I used before Golden Scarab even came out. So showed it still worked. And I had no trouble at the bottom at all. Just the one little guy at the end that doesn't like to die. And he does have this extra crit here with his Awaken 1, which I don't even think I've re-geared him. I was moving a lot of gear around. So, oh no, see, he has 100% crit rate even though he doesn't really need it. But that's fine. I was moving so much gear around. These builds might be a little bit wonky. Just trying to get Valk in the best gear I could. Although that got a little wonky as well. Alright, Venema came in at the very end just to help kill off what was at the top. So I didn't even need to worry about swapping in Laurel for Dolores like my plan originally was. I just let Venema kill off the top. Why not? You can do the same thing if you're using Raiden instead, or Morrigan, or Demi instead. Oh, Demi would be in the bottom, but you know what I mean. This was a whatever random wisdom set, not even important. No max skills at all. And I did throw a level 10 artifact on her, so she was just there for a little bit of cleanup damage with no real consideration for her gear. Just having something on, honestly. All right, so let's get up to the little bit more important people. I mean, Artemis is important, but he wasn't the main DPS, obviously, but he did okay. All right, so let me... Oh, Elowen was my healer at the bottom. She also provides rage regen. So, of course, my Elowen here is an attack-based gear. She's actually in a healing effect main stat because I was swapping around gear as well. So my poor Elowen needs to get some gear back. I think I stole it for something randomly recently. I don't even know what now. Oh, God. It's fine. I like to show you guys the bare minimum of what it took me. So, you know what? I don't have crazy gear, but I do have her fully awakened. So that definitely helps. Although this doesn't really matter here too much. For the Awaken 5 is not important at all. Maybe Awaken 3? Not even. No, honestly, the Awakenings are not even that important for this fight. So don't stress out about the Awakenings. For Elowen specifically, at least. She is fully skilled though. And again, Golden Scarab for her artifact. Comet was my main DPS at the bottom. He is in Tear of Twilight. He is fully awakened. Awaken 5, it really does make a big difference. Super fun, hard-hitting, fully leveled, and he is in this mishmash of a set, which ended up being okay. I got this really solid attack on him. That was a bit of stealing my Praetus's gear and mixing it up a little bit, I think. So I have to put my poor gear back on my Praetus. Look at him. He's wearing a mixture of Comet's gear plus I don't even know what right now. Anyway, so Valk here, she has one exclusive piece of gear. So she does have this exclusive each stack of Sword of Victory grants additional 1% bonus. But other than that, her build is not crazy. But it finally got good. I finally got it good enough for this. I felt like Soulbound Arcana was what I needed. I tried other sets and it just wasn't working. And I had too much crit damage originally and not enough crit, or not enough attack. I had very low attack, like 10, not even 10,000. And then I had crazy crit damage and I swapped it around and did a lot better with more attack instead of crit damage. And I did have to give her solid HP because the survivability up top is really important. I think, oh, Dolores is the only other one, right? I forgot Dolores. So any epics I used was just Dolores, I believe. So she is, of course, Invigoration with attack bonus and flat attack focus as much as possible. Attack bonus, flat attack bonus, fully skilled, fully awakened, and with a Golden Scarab artifact. But yeah, that was my team, guys. I finally did that. I just took literally forever to finally do that piece of content, but I'm gonna try my best to start catching up on all the things I'm super behind with. But this was an interesting one for sure. These heroes are tough, and it's not meant to be easy, so I'm not surprised at all that I did use most of the top heroes in consideration here. I'm surprised Comet is so low compared to Vierna, but hey. Or maybe it's the same, it's just different, never mind, different flames, yeah. Anyway, okay, that is my team. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.